What's going on, fellow God gamers? If you haven't heard, TFT has now banned third-party websites from sharing stats. So check it out. Here's a TLDR here. With the release of Runeterra Reforged, third-party sites will not be allowed to share any data around win rate of individual legends by July 19th, 2023, which is going to be right after the set starts, right? Third-party sites will no longer be allowed to expose win rates of specific augments at each stage. So you will not be banned for trying to look up stats, but stats websites will be banned. Maybe they'll try to enforce something else, but like the stats websites are not allowed to do it. They'll be no longer allowed to have access to Riot's API. And so if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you just aren't sure, maybe you're new to TFT, this is what they're talking about. When you can go and look up win rates on stats, and you can just go through and like, you know, you can just be like, all right, I want to find silver augments. What's the highest top 4 rate? Okay. What's the highest win rate? Okay. You know, all right, let's check out prismatics. What's it? You know, so this is it. So it's banned, guys. It's banned. So I just wanted to open this up as a discussion video. I'll give you guys my thoughts, but make sure you guys put it in the comments. You know, I'd love to hear your thoughts, because I think this is pretty a nuanced discussion on, is this good? Is this good for the game? Is it not? Now, here's my take. Before I get my take, I just want to say I really don't have a strong opinion about this. I'm not trying to be a fence sitter right now. I really don't have that strong of opinion, but I am in favor of banning the third-party websites. And this is why. Because I don't like that there's a meta that if you have a second monitor, you have a big advantage on people, and this game is designed to be played on your phone. And a lot of people just don't have access to second monitors. A lot of people don't have, a lot of people play on laptops, phones, tablets, that sort of thing. And so I think it is unhealthy for the game that you have an advantage by opening up a second monitor. Also, it's just fucking annoying. Like, I hate opening up my second monitor and seeing, all right, what's the best stat? Okay, cool. What's the best augment here? Okay, cool. In this situation, what's the best? Okay, cool. I just think it's fucking lame. Like, it's just not fun. And to a certain degree, maybe this is getting a little woo-wooey, but I feel like a lot of the magic of like creating comps and like selecting augments and testing it out has been taken away a little bit with the stats. I feel like that is one of the things that made the game feel a little bit stale to me whenever the stats meta came in, when everyone was looking at stats. And if you didn't do research on the stats, you were playing at a disadvantage, a huge disadvantage. And like the experimentation and that sort of thing, the magic was kind of taken away, is at least what I felt. So I'm in favor of it being removed for the two reasons I said before. I don't like that you have an advantage for having a second monitor. It's fucking annoying as well to have to open it up. And I just think it takes a little bit of creativity out of the game. Now, on the flip side, here are the reasons why I think that it's bad that it's being taken away. There's a few reasons. So one, I think it's helpful to beginners to be able to look at stats and be able to look at things that are tangible. But I also think there's a lot of other resources to learn about the game, like YouTube, like watching videos like that I make on YouTube, or just watching streams, which are the best ways to actually get better at the game, is actually just watch somebody play, ask some questions, or read the questions or listen to other people asking questions, that sort of thing, watching gameplay like we're watching right now. I think that's the actual best way to learn, but I do think there is a little bit damage to the barrier of entry that like looking at stats does actually help you a little bit, try to like learn and get a little bit better at the game, get a little bit of a jump start to know, like, just give you a little bit of a foundation. The other thing that is important to note about this is in high elo, this is going to now necessitate players hiding strats. So in the TFT community, we have like a very great community of like sharing information, sharing the tech, because most things are just publicly available because you just see them on the stats. So it does kind of push people into hiding more strats, and it does give a disadvantage to streamers because streamers will not be able to hide their strats. I know probably not a lot of people care about that, but if you care about your streamer performing really well in a tournament, it's going to be difficult for them to hide their strats now while also trying to stream the game. So that's my thoughts on it. I'd say I'm like moderately in favor of the change, but again, I really don't have that strong opinions. But I am going to be very happy to not have to have my fucking second monitor have tactics.tools open at all times. It is annoying. And I do like to be able to like feel good about my decisions. Like if I have a situation where it feels really good to take this augment, but then I look it up and it has like a 0.5 or it has like a, you know, it's just like way worse than my other choices. Like it doesn't feel good. I feel like I'm doing something wrong, even though it might be right for the situation. But anyways, so what do you guys think? Put it in the comments below. I'd actually really love to hear this. I think it's a very nuanced discussion about this, but you know, anyways, appreciate you guys. Hey, check me out on Twitch. I stream a lot. Hey, I stream a lot. I'm handsome. I'm pretty good at the game. I'm entertaining. I'm funny. I'll stop begging now. See you guys. Love you all. I love TFT.